Permutation and combination. To begin this topic, or to start the ABC of, or to begin with permutation and combination, we begin with its introduction. And in this, I want that we should know what is the use of permutation and combination in maths. Okay. Or the questions can be put forward like this also. What motivated mathematicians to develop permutation and combination? Okay. So if you are able to answer this question, or you understand these questions and the answers, or you get the answers to these questions, whatever you can say like, then it would be very different how you study permutation and combination. Okay. Now let us consider a practical problem. And a problem is like this, that there are four persons, A, B, C, D. Okay. These four persons are there. They met in a party. Okay. And in party, you know the etiquettes, everyone meet and they shake hand with each other. So they are performing an handshaking ritual which is always there in a party. Okay. Now we want to calculate that if all these four persons are there in a party and they shake hands with each other, how many ways are there they could shake hand with each other? Okay, this is a question I've asked. Okay, so I don't know any method to solve this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take A shake hands with B. Okay, this is the first way. Then A is going to shake hand with the person C. Okay. A is going to shake hand with the person D. Okay. Now B is going to shake hand with A. No, we have taken already. So either A shake hands with B or B with A. It is one and the same thing. So this condition would not be taken. Then B is going to shake hand with C. B is going to shake hand with D. And okay. And last of all, the C is going to shake hand with D. So these are the number of ways. Other ways are just repeated. Okay. So on counting, I get the total number of ways as equal to 6. Okay. So there are 6 ways in which handshake can be done. Now, this problem I took was the problem concerning only 4 of them. Only 4 of them. Now, what is going to happen if there are 40 persons and they are going to shake hands amongst each other? Or it can be 400 also. Okay. Now to get the answer to this question is what motivated the mathematicians to develop this topic of permutation and combination. Okay. In permutation and combination, we are going to calculate the value of doing such things, such activities. Actually, what is going on here in this process? In this process, only 2 persons are being selected. 2 persons are being selected. Okay. Now when 2 persons are being selected, okay, and we have only 4 persons, so out of which we have to select only 4 persons. And one thing more, it should be added here. We are selecting 2 persons. Why we are selecting? Because if you select 2 persons, then only a handshake would be there. So the total number of ways in which, total number of different ways in which you can select 2 persons is the total number of handshake. Okay. So the permutation and combination is all about the calculating the way of selections which could be made. Okay. Now consider another problem. We have 4 persons, A, B, C, D. Okay. And this is chair number 1 and this is chair number 2. Okay. Now we want to calculate that in how many ways these persons can be seated on the chair. Okay. So it would be like this. The person A is going to sit here. Then person B can sit here. C can sit here and D can sit here. Okay. So these are the first three combination. If B is going to sit here, then A can be seated on the second chair, C can be seated on the second chair, and D can be seated on the second chair. If suppose C sits on the first chair, then A can be seated, person A can be seated on the first, B can be seated also, and D can be seated also. Continuing further, this is first, this is second chair. Okay, if D sits on the first chair, then A can sit, or B can sit, or C can sit. So the total number of ways are how much? 3, 3, 3, 3, and that is equal to 12 ways. Okay, so this was a simple condition. Now consider that there are more persons and more number of chairs, and we have to calculate the arrangement. So how difficult would it be to calculate this condition? So it would be a very difficult job. Okay, so it would be a very difficult job indeed to calculate this. Okay, in this condition what we are doing, we are arranging persons on the chairs. So whenever the arrangement has to be made, we think about permutation and combination. So mathematicians thought about the arrangements, and hence they developed permutation and combination. Okay, so I hope that now you may be able to visualize or understand why we are studying permutation and combination. Okay, so it is all about arrangement and selection, or both of the objects. Okay.